for another live with me. I am so happy to have you here. Today is a special day. We're gonna have a good conversation, and I'm gonna make a short announcement. So thank you so much for joining. So I'm the Giulia de Mauro, the founder of the IVD Hub and the IVD Company, which is a platform to learn to grow your architecture and engineering company. And today I wanted to assess a little bit what has been going on social media and also on Clubhouse. So if anyone has been following what is happening, we hear more and more people giving advice about marketing, about branding, about using social media, and so on. And we are constantly bombarded, literally, with so much information. And for architects, unfortunately, and interior designers and engineers and real estate developers, things are slightly different than selling just a product or a product or a normal service like we would usually do. So our projects are usually much longer than other people's. It can take from 6 months to 10 years to build or to get things together. So the marketing and digital marketing and social media strategies that you see out there are great, but we are kind of bombarded with things, and then we sit back and we're like, okay, how do I make this happen, right? So what is the true foundation? How do you actually sell in our industry, whether it's architecture, construction, and real estate? How do you sell digitally, especially now with Corona, that we moved, everyone is moved online, and before we were really like connected to each other as a network face to face? How do you do that now? And how do you find clients and partnerships online, right? So I've been having a lot of conversation with you guys, and everyone has shown a lot of interest in this topic. So in the past, before Corona at least, what people used to do is to hire a business development person or a PR person, or they were simply looking for clients themselves or their business partners, etc., etc. But the problem is no one has actually been trained to do either business development or marketing in our industry. Right? So we can pick up on some of the strategy of the other industries, but it's never going to be as efficient, right? So these conversations have been going on, and there is different reasons why people would like to go online on Clubhouse, LinkedIn, Instagram, in order to change the situation. You have management positions or business developers within architecture practices, engineering practices, or interior design practices that do not feel like they benefit from all the project opportunity that are surrounding them online. Others think, even prior to Corona, we were always running from one event to the other, from one pitch to another lead, and so on. And now we are online. So that is also one of the big questions that I got through social media as well. Then we had people that wanted to put in place a social media strategy tailored to their goals, but they didn't know where to start. We had people that usually were going to networking events, and now with Corona, they didn't know what to do to get new leads and new clients and so on. We also had new architects that wanted to start their own practice, but they don't have references. So they ask me like, okay, how do I start getting clients, right? And finally, we had a lot of people that wanted to take the opportunity of Corona to have projects internationally and use LinkedIn and other social media platforms in order to get these new clients and diversify their portfolio. I will take the questions just afterwards, Saga. I see that there is a couple of people already asking questions. So in order to do that, I've been dying to tell you that myself and my team, which has been so helpful, so thank you guys, I know you're watching, we have put together a 6 weeks digital business development program specifically for the architecture and real estate field, right? So it is a program of 6 weeks, and we give you 4 choices of how you want to learn. There is an online course that is pre-recorded with all the modules, the 6 modules that you can follow. There is a group program, so you will still learn the same things, but as a group, and you will be able to have a Q&A session every week to ask the questions that refer to the module that you saw. And it will be with me. So it's a group of 5 or 10 people max. And then we have a third program, which is one-to-one. So for maybe people that already have a big company or represent a big company and that want to keep their strategy to themselves and want to do one-to-one with me, where I go through the 6 modules again, but that is extremely tailored then to your firm and your needs. And then the fourth program is for firms that want to train their business development and PR teams to have a digital business development program. So all the programs, anyone that participates gets a certification, because we still don't have any formal training for business development, marketing, and PR people in our industry. So each course will be certified by the IBD Hub, so you will be able to prove that you went through that course, which is super important. And I just wanted to walk you through the 6 modules. So the first one is the first week we identify the value proposal. And what I mean by that is learning to visualize what are the values of your company, what makes you different, what problem are you trying to solve for the client, how do you go about it to solve it, how do you pitch to your clients, what are the different pitches according to the type of client, right? All of this is the first week. Second week is about communication strategy. So once we identify what your company is set as a goal, as a strategy, we're going to make sure that on your website, on your LinkedIn pages, company pages, but also staff pages, etc., everything makes sense, so that people can really understand what your company is about and contact you for new projects. The third one is going to be about defining a tailored business development and marketing strategy. So first is going to be about the business development. So who are we trying to reach out to? What kind of project do we want? Is it public field, private field? Where are our clients? On which channels should we look at? Is it Instagram? Is it Clubhouse? Is it LinkedIn that we should target? How should we go about it? And then the marketing strategy is going to be on a time frame and set goals per month to achieve the business goals that we set in the business development strategy. The module 4 is mastering social media tools. So a lot of people think they can use all these social media platforms. But as an architect, it is not sufficient to just post the reference of a beautiful project and just leave it there. This is not how you attract clients. So a lot of people make that mistake. You know, you can spend a lot of time hiring people to post on your social media, or even spend a lot of time doing it yourself. But if there is no purpose behind it, it's not going to trigger anybody to contact you for a real project. So the idea is to teach you which hashtags should be there, what kind of description should be below your references, what time should you post, which channel is best for you, etc., etc. So we're really going to dive into the technical stuff. The 5th module is going to be about building a digital network. So not only people that you know already, but also we're going to try to look outside the box and figure out, okay, who could we reach out to through LinkedIn, Clubhouse, or Instagram that could be a good partnership or a good potential client, and set up a meeting with them and pitch your company to them efficiently to trigger opportunities. It's all about opportunities in this program, guys. And finally, it's going to be about sales. So how do you sell your services? How do you sell your company to people, whether it's with a partnership or whether it's a direct lead, right? So all this program has been made and has been put on the IBD Hub website under digital business development. And it's gonna be really, really a good program. And so many of you asked for it, and now we're finally here. So I know that a lot of people have some small, budget problems. So today we're giving you a promo code to get 20% off. And the promo code is DBD Live, and it is valid for 72 hours. So try to really make the most of it now. Also, the other programs, you will see there is options to pay in 3 times for the people that are not in a good financial position. But it is such a good program, guys, because it's really going to help you to achieve your goals, to either diversify your portfolio, go international, get more clients, get more visibility, etc., etc. So it's going to be so important to make that investment. And I'm not saying it because of the money. We usually sell something completely different, but we have the knowledge since years about digital business development, and we decided to put it together into a program that can benefit firms, individuals, etc., etc. So try to make it worth it. And finally, if you're not sure, if you have questions about it, if you feel like, okay, can I ask my company to pay for it? Do I need some documents or some PDFs to motivate them to pay for the training? Just book a call with us. Go on my LinkedIn profile, and in the featured you will see book a strategy call, and you can book a call with me and my team, and we will tell you everything you need to know, and also give you all the material to really understand what the course is about and what can you gain from it. So don't hesitate to do that. We're really trying to push things forward and make it happen. So yes, 20% off. And then we have a question. I'm going to disappear from the screen for a second. Since we seem to be in a aligned industry here, it is a brief about us. Okay, this is someone that is selling their own products. So thank you, Saga. Very nice of you. I hope you get, this is the perfect example of what I'm talking about LinkedIn. Probably many people are bombarded with emails through LinkedIn of people selling their portfolio and their services and so on. And like Saga just demonstrated, giving too much information about you doesn't make people want to contact you, right? So try to build a network of people. Try to showcase your expertise through your posts. And through these posts, you're going to start to have engagement with people. And when you try to set up a meeting to pitch to that person, do not send all your information and all your portfolio, because chances are is that people feel like you're desperate or that you have laid out all the information. Therefore, there is no need to create a meeting. There is no curiosity being made. So that is why this program also exists, because there is so many people out there looking for projects and for clients that this program really puts you on another level, because it's about building relationships and about showcasing the values of your company, as opposed to just any company that sells anything on social media. So I hope that some of you will join us. We're so excited to launch this new program in the upcoming days/weeks. My team has prepared some amazing downloadables, free training, quizzes for you guys. So look on my posts regularly. We will give you some insight of what digital business development is, and you'll be able to download some material for free as well to see how we can help you better. And of course, this is just one side of the company, of the IBD Hub. We are still having our startup program for the architects who want to start their own architecture practice. So the applications are still on for that. Try to go on our website, look what we're doing. We're trying to make it accessible to everyone and to help as many people as possible, because at the end of the day, that's the goal, is to make an impact. Because in our field, not many people have been trained for business, for pitching, for sales, for marketing, etc. So we are giving you the opportunity to learn all these skills and put them into practice for your company and to get new clients and new projects. So that is what I wanted to say. I know that usually we have a podcast with guests, but so last week we had Adewale, who came to the live, and the topic was, how can architects and property developers work better together? And since that live was so successful and we had so many people debating, we're gonna make a part 2. So next week on Wednesday at 6:30, we are gonna have Adewale again, and this time is the property developer who will ask questions to architects. So I'm super excited about that. So join us next week, and it will be a very interesting conversation, very interesting topic. So we will create the event and showcase it to all of you. So please be there. if you missed out on on last week's live and the ones before, you can still find them on our podcast, which is called the IBD Hub podcast, and it's available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. So you can catch up on the episode before next week. And we have so many other people that have to come as guests in the next few weeks. So we are super excited, and we love having these conversations. We are also on Clubhouse very often, so add me on Clubhouse if you haven't yet. We have a club called Business for Architects, and every week with Zach Waters, on Thursdays, we come up with topics such as how to use LinkedIn to trigger clients, how to build your architecture practice, how to solve some insurance issues, etc., etc. So every week we have a new topic. So please join in. And yeah, that's it for today. I'm just gonna keep it short. Usually we stay here for like an hour, but I feel like I said it all. And this was the announcement. So our digital business development program is up and running. We are looking forward to have you guys on board. And if you have any questions, just DM me. No problem. As usual, I'm here. If you have any questions as well, don't hesitate. So I see you next week. And thank you so much for joining us every week.